going on, guys? We got one from Cosmic Verse, single unmarried woman demanding love from men. I will do everything for you. Let's get into it.
I have to stop dating. I have to stop dating. I go on one date, and in the next 24 hours, I am thinking about every single little thing that went wrong. And guess what? Nothing went wrong. Perfectly normal, fun date. But in my head, there must be something. I'm searching. Have my abandonment issues gotten so crazy and out of this world that I can't even enjoy a simple first date?
Abandonment issues over a normal date? Really? I mean, lady, you're sitting here analyzing a guy like it's a freaking Zapruder film. Men don't have the time to scrutinize everything. We're too busy dodging red flags and figuring out if you're crazy. In this case, it seems like you are. You can't handle a basic dinner. You might want to sit out of the dating Olympics and work on yourself first.
What's so funny? Everyone wants a good man until the good man actually comes along, and then he has boundaries, self-respect for himself, and certain things that he expects from the woman and wants her to do, and certain things he doesn't want her to do. And all of a sudden he goes from being a good man to a narcissistic piece of you-know-what, when actually he's just a good man, and you're either not a good woman or you're just not ready for a good man. Because if you're looking for a good man, you're gonna have to go through some changes in order to be able to be with him, because he will challenge you to do better.
So basically, the moment a man sets standards, he's a narcissist. It's funny how that works. Women demand chivalry, respect, and loyalty, but the second a guy expects something in return, he's public enemy number one. Maybe the problem isn't good men. Maybe it's your refusal to level up. Remember, queens need to earn kings, not just swipe for them.
Can we please just normalize being nervous that you're not going to find your person? Like, I'm fucking nervous. Like, everyone's like, you're 31, you have plenty of time. But yes, have you seen the options? Have you seen the dating pool? Like, the pool is empty. There's no water in the pool. So the fish in there are literally dead. I'm like kind of joking, but like not really. Like, I get it. I'm going to be fine if I don't find my person. Like, I don't want to be fine alone. I want to be fine with a fine man. Like, you know, and I got so much flack for saying I feel nervous because everyone's like, you have so much time. Comment below, because I know I'm not the only one who feels fucking nervous. Like, in this day and age, it's scary.
So your description of the dating pool is exactly what men have been seeing for the past who knows how long. And you're nervous at 31. Honey, you're not nervous. You're realizing that you're plenty of time window just slammed shut 5 years ago. You know, dating pools are empty because the fish swam overseas for greener waters. Thailand, Brazil, I mean, you name it. Men are tired of competing with Instagram filters and TikTok dances. Keep chasing fine while ignoring the guys who are genuinely kind, and see how that works out.
There is a lot of tension and friction going on because of election season. But I feel like there is some common ground that conservative women and liberal women can all agree on. And that is that men are in their princess era. Like, more than ever, I'm hearing girls tell me that guys are like expecting them to text first, to reach out to them, to split the bill, to split bills 50-50. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, guys, what's going on? Like, whether you're a liberal woman or a conservative woman or neither, I think we can all agree that dudes really need to get it together. You want a girl to text you first? You want the girl to send you the good morning text? I think you like guys. There's no way you like girls, because you wouldn't be expecting the good morning text, okay? Girls want to feel like princesses. Stop trying to be a princess. Get out of your princess era and stop wearing Van Cleef bracelets, for the love of God.
So men are in their princess era? Okay. Projection much? I mean, ladies, equality means you text first, split the bills, and show up too. You wanted feminism, and here it is in all its glory. Yet it's easier to call men princesses than to admit that you want a 1950s gentleman without acting like a 1950s lady. I mean, ladies, pick a lane and stay in it.
Men are useless.
Are they now? Well, that's interesting, because if men didn't exist, there wouldn't be individuals out there that had nothing better to do than disparage men, and they would actually have to find something useful to do with their time. But I'm sure there's more to this.
So they create problems to feel useful.
Speaks the voice of experience.
In the same way that they personified God as a man to make themselves feel important.
I'm very concerned that a lot of these individuals are going to pull something, because they are definitely not stretching before reaching.
They want to perceive themselves as these providers, these protectors. Protecting from who?
Who didn't see this one coming a mile away? And can anyone guess what they are going to say next?
Oh wait, themselves. And then they want to feel like the hero when they were actually the villain.
Ironically, one of the qualifications for a true and actual villain would be an individual that actually makes broad and sweeping generalizations about an entire demographic of people. in an effort to try to possibly demonize that group so that their own actions against that group may be somehow excused.
So men are useless. That's a bold claim for someone likely tweeting this from a device they invented by a man. Society runs on the back of men's labors, but you're over here playing the victim Olympics. Hate to break it to you, but demonizing half the population isn't empowering. It's exhausting. Maybe aim for gratitude instead of bitterness.
I'm done with dating apps and I've been on a mission to meet a man in real life. I was seeing a couple guys that I met off dating apps. They weren't a match, so we are back at ground zero. I did relapse and download Hinge for like 5 minutes, but it's gone again. And I'm just coming on here to remind you that like most likely the first or second guy you go on a date with is not going to be it. That's just, it's a numbers game at the end of the day. So we're back out there. We're romanticizing life. We're looking approachable. We're saying yes to things. So follow along.
The dating apps, the buffet of low effort connections. You're romanticizing life but can't romanticize reality. I mean, it's a numbers game. And while you're swiping left on decent guys, those same guys are booking flights to countries where women say hi instead of ugh. I mean, you started by ditching the apps, but also ditched the entitlement.
So I've been single coming up to like 3 years now, and sometimes that's really fucking lonely. And although there was like the situationship guy and I've been on like a few dates and stuff, I've not been in anything that even resembles a relationship. That can be really fucking difficult. And even when you've got a life you love and like I've got loads of friends and family and hobbies and interests and passions, sometimes it is really lonely. And you get these people who are like, oh, you'll find it when you're least expecting it. It's like, cool, but when is that going to be? And there is nobody knocking on my door except the postman, and well, he's old and I don't want the postman.
3 years single and the only guy who's knocking is the postman. I thought it was a postman rings twice. Anyways, here's the spoiler. Prince Charming isn't coming. Men aren't hiding under your doormat and they're checking out because the return on investment sucks. Try meeting men halfway instead of waiting for one to trip over your Amazon pages.
Why are men not men anymore? For the past 48 hours, I disassembled a bed, carried it to my car, all the parts, by the way, carried a vanity to my car, loaded it in the car, then drove to the storage unit to help my friend unpack everything, to get it on a gurney, to take the gurney up to the elevator, to take the elevator up to the 4th floor, just to get it to a storage unit, and then have to lift it up again and take it back into the motherfucking storage unit, just to come back down to my car, just to go 5 minutes away, just to load back everything up in my car again. And you mean to tell me, out of the 5 million niggas that I called, and collectively out of me and my friend, that not one of them could come and help me carry a motherfucking mattress? Genuine question. Why is it that so many women think that they're entitled to a man's labor just because he's a man? It's the same way that y'all think that you're entitled to a relationship after you sleep with a man. Or the way that when you're in a marriage, you think that men are responsible for household labor and whatever bullshit psychology that you want to call it nowadays, even though you agreed by contract to be a stay-at-home mom. But I digress. These men do not owe you shit. Literally none. And where are your fathers to help in moving situations, or friends that actually give a shit about you rather than random dudes? But also, women have spent the last decade saying that they don't need a man and men aren't shit and you can do it all by yourself. Y'all got money. You guys are making your own money, so hire a moving company, which by the way is still men. Some of y'all treat men so shitty, but then you still expect them to turn around and be there for you. And that's just not how the world works. And it's a woman's sense of entitlement that makes her think that just because she's friends with a man, that means he owes her his labor, which also isn't how it works. Because when was the last time these women helped men in any capacity? You get exactly what you give. Y'all chose the bear for months, and this is the consequences of your own actions. But additionally, you don't get to pick and choose when equality best suits you. Y'all wanted equality, so I guess now you gotta figure it out. Okay, bye.
So first, I don't think you know 5 million men, which maybe you do. I wouldn't be surprised at this day and age. But let's get this straight. You disassembled a bed, hauled furniture, and made 3 trips to a storage, but not one guy helped you. So here's a crazy thought. Maybe they're tired of being treated like free labor. Just saying. Respect is a two-way street. Stop calling men useless while proving you don't know how to ask for help without sounding entitled. Again, there's always the bear. Grizzle. Anyways, modern dating's a shit show, and we're just watching it flush down the toilet. Women want traditional men but refuse to be traditional women. Men are opting out not because they're lazy, but because your ROI on dating is negative. Social media, feminism, and Hollywood sold us this lie, leaving men and women confused, angry, and lonely. As always, men focus on self-improvement and don't settle. Women drop the entitlement and meet men halfway. As for society, reinstate the family unit, ditch the propaganda, and stop turning relationships into a war zone. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video here. If you like what you've seen today, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun shit. Drop me a comment down below on what you think. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.